Welcome, my friends. This is Dr. Neelam Rai bringing you the Angelic activation for coaches for August 2021. This forecast will inspire you to align you and to also help you to co-create your realities with angels. This month is about manifesting, which I love talking about, manifesting with angels. And so let's get into it. So let's recap quickly before I go into it. The first quarter of 2021, we were in a rebirthing phase, right? We were transitioning from 2020 and we were required to trust in the divine process and guidance. The last 3 months, the second quarter was about seeding and growth phase. And we were reminded to, rise, to claim our power, to stand tall, and to continue to grow. That was our seeding and growth phase. And this third quarter that we are into, can believe it's August already, right? It's a cultivation phase. And August is about manifesting in this cultivation phase. How exciting. So let's talk about manifesting. Quickly, the book probably you heard, The Secret. It sold over 30 million copies. Talks heavily about manifesting, attracting your dreams and goals. Spiritual leaders like Oprah, Deepak Chopra, they all talk about positive thoughts and feelings to attract things, right? Essentially, what they all are saying is if your mind and your heart, you can feel and believe internally, then you can materialize anything externally. Such a simple concept, right? Yet, what is the catch? What most books or programs skip is how people intentionally or unintentionally block themselves from achieving their ideals, hopes, and goals. We are always manifesting with our thoughts every single moment. So it's a discipline in a practice. Is it intentional living? I don't know. The spiritual meaning of manifesting is allowing and aligning to God's energy to walk through us. Okay, breathe. You don't need to change your religion or become religious. Here are 3 tips that will help you to manifest. I call it PMS, my favorite tips, alignment tips. Physical, mental, and spiritual. 3 tips. Physical. Declutter your space physically. Second would be mental declutter. Third is spiritual declutter. And I'm going to throw you a bonus. All right, physical declutter, my friend. Money is one thing that most people like to attract. Cleanliness is godliness. The goddess of wealth loves a clean house. Coming from a 5 generation of spiritual teachers, so I can vouch for that. Most Indians, they spend 2 months cleaning during the festival of Diwali season to attract wealth and prosperity, right? But it doesn't stop right there. Energy likes to flow and not to be constrained. We need to continue to have that flow of energy, right? And if you don't do it over time, things starts collecting dust and stagnant energy starts to grow, right? So check into some good feng shui to allow positive energy to flow into your space. A clean space not only feels good, but attracts angels and our divine guides. And I'm all about angels and guides, right? So this is one tip. If you want to connect with your guides and angels, manifest with them, have a clean physical space. Also, on a psychological piece, cluttered space creates cluttered mind, anxieties, right? So manifesting is a practice. It's more than just physical cleaning. In Hindi, there is a saying, Man Mandir, means your heart is the sacred temple. A pure, loving heart attracts more material, things more than material, right? And also spiritual goals. All right, let's go to the second tip, mental and emotional declutter. This is where traditional therapies comes in. A lot of subconscious clearing modalities comes in. EFTs and all kinds of healing modalities are coming into this place on this personal development and spiritual development. So let's look into it. Mental declutter, mental and emotional. Love is the greatest force on this planet. See my forgiveness prayers on the previous blog. Our greatest blocks comes from within, which we call subconscious blocks or limited beliefs that we get in our own way, right, coaches? Our thoughts are powerful because they are energies or ingredients for manifesting that we send to the universe all the time. So I want you to do this exercise, my friend, whatever you're doing today. Pause, go in front of a mirror, and see the powerful tiger or tigress within you. See the courageous yet loving, kind, industrious, caring, compassionate leader you are. And say thank you, because gratitude is healing. You are the best kept secret, and there are many people less qualified making more money than you, and they care less for people. Trust me, I know there are so many people out there. So go on, ladies, on your wisdom that came from your age and motherhood. All right, and release your limited beliefs. And I want to lead into the third tip that aligns with spiritual declutter, with spiritual healings. Because if there are emotions that has been there for so many years, hurt feelings or traumas and unforgiveness, it might need little bit more than just any pain medications or any physical declutter, or uh, any other therapies. Maybe you need a deep level healing where spiritual healing comes in. And I want to start with this: self-love is the new currency. So healing is self-love. The greatest wealth comes from within. I keep saying wealth, in manifesting, a lot of coaches wants to make more money, wants to create more balance, right? So if you have tried everything, start with a trusted healer. Most people are operating from a fear or shadow energy to manifest. That makes them work harder than it needs to be. This is called your masculine energy, the old way of doing things. Spirituality allows us to allow the divine love to flow through us. That's why spirituality and manifesting goes hand in hand. 85% of people come from broken families. So some of the ancestral limited beliefs or shadow of lack energies are passed on. Those shadow energies are stored in our consciousness, which spiritually we see in our energy body called the chakra system. And that is why spiritual healings, chakra healings, blessing meditation, healing meditations, these are awesome tools to help you to clear the clutters spiritually, mentally, emotionally, so you can manifest your heart's desires. So, as coaches and leaders, it is our responsibility to find ways to heal and balance our energies or blocks, abundance blocks or money blocks, whatever that is, right? And then I want to add this: there needs to be a karmic balance in give and take. Heart centered leaders like us are overgivers, which creates karmic imbalance. So, I want you to pause and journal. Ask yourself, where have you depleted your energies? Do you have healthy boundaries? Do you have doubts about your abilities? When was the last time you deposited love, meaning self love activities for yourself? And if you have tried everything, I want to tell you, you're not the only one. Especially with COVID, more people are getting stressed out. 1/3 of people never get mental health. Alarmingly, most physicians even have a stigma around receiving mental health clearings. And I want to throw, excuse me, a bonus alignment tip is to understand what did I mean by saying consciousness for spiritual minded entrepreneurs and leaders. This might be the most important thing. The fastest way to manifest is to connect to your higher self. So we need to find ways to clarify, to calibrate from fear to love energies. And that comes from within, the self-love. I've attached a map of consciousness that was studied by Dr. Hawkins, and I have expanded with my knowledge that will help you. How angelic activations, the alignment tips that I've been giving you, was all along helping you to align to self love in your coaching and leadership. So I hope you understand that manifesting is possible. You can master your emotions, which is a consciousness, and you can master anything in your life. You can track anything in your life. Sending you lots of love, and I would love to see your feedbacks on this.